I'm a little curious. What is the weirdest thing a guy has tried to gaslight you about? And I don't mean like he said or did something that was really hurtful and then he's like, no, I didn't. I mean like something where you're like, no, but why would you lie about that? For example, I used to date a guy that was super against driving after he had anything to drink. And I mean, it was to the point where if he had one beer and like sipped it throughout like an hour or two, he would not drive. Like if we went out to eat at a restaurant and we each had one or two drinks, we would have to sit and wait at the restaurant until he felt like it was all out of his system and he could drive. So not even being within the legal limit was good enough. He had to be at a 0. The reason for this that he told me is his sister had DUIs. And it just made him super against having anything to drink and then driving afterwards. Understandable. There was one time though where we were driving, his sister is in front of us, and she's having a little bit of difficulty staying in the lines at every curve in the road. She had had a couple drinks, and she did smoke a little. So I tell him, hey, I don't think it's a good idea for your sister to be driving. We should probably get her to pull over, or we should turn back. And he keeps saying, no, she's fine. And it's like, no, she's not. She is speeding, and she can't stay in the lines when there's a curve in the road. He keeps insisting that she's fine, and is like, I mean, she is going a little fast, but she's fine. Like, she's not fine. We kept arguing about it, and finally I'm like, she already has DUIs, and you're gonna let her continue driving like this? Like, you're not even gonna try and do something? And then he goes, what are you talking about? She doesn't have any DUIs. I'm like, yes, she does. That's why you don't like to drive after having a drink. He tells me no, she has never had a DUI. She is a great driver. She's only ever been in one accident, and it wasn't her fault. It's like, no, none of that is true. Eventually, I gave up arguing with him. And then later, I looked it up. Because in my state, everything that goes through the court except juvenile cases and child in need of aid cases are public. So I go to the court site and I look up her name. Not only does she have DUIs, she has been taken to court for being an at-fault driver in a car accident. Which goes with the first thing that he told me and completely contradicts him being like, I never said that. She has never had any issues. Super fun thing though, I did look it up again while I was making this, and oh look, February 6th, 2023, another DUI. It's almost poetic though, seeing the offense location is the same town that we were in when we had that argument where he was gaslighting me. Funny.